Love is like leaves that just fall from the trees. Welcome to Stories with AJ, episode 9. Wow, we've made it this far. Thank you so much for coming on this journey along with me. I truly appreciate it. I'm your host, AJ, also known as AJ, also known as Iconelli2. And believe me, I appreciate you as the viewers and the listeners. This has been a fantastic voyage, and I appreciate your support. Also, week 8, if you remember, we were talking to Andrew out in his garage, and we promised a little something from ATP. I don't remember what ATP stands for, truth be told. It could stand for anything. I mean, it probably could stand for nothing, but somehow I doubt that. So whatever you think ATP stands for, it probably stands for that. Let me know what your thoughts, comments, concerns are on that. Maybe your guess is as good as mine, and we can come up with something together. If not, it'll just forever be known as ATP. And this is a little song or thing that we wrote for that band, and it was just kind of about putting everything together and love conquering all. So it's a love story, guys. Feel good. It's a love story. Let's feel good, and let's read this together, okay? Let's do this. I've been weak and distorted, almost to the dawn of death, fallen to the ground and stubborn like hell. I want to just hold hands with everybody and stay away from everything. I'm confused and alone. We all have regrets, just some forget. Love is like leaves that just fall from trees. At its best, either way on top or all down now. When we change colors, we may look like 1,000 words now. Not a moment too soon, not a breath too late. Fight for everything you love. Believe it. See it. Like fish in the sea and music through wires, some things will never stop flowing. Our feelings like thunderstorms can hurt and kill. Our kindness like strangers can be overwhelming and powerful. Don't be tired. Don't be stupid. So we tell our stories, so strong over the fire. We smoke with our lungs and think with our fingers. Love is a breath, and without air, who do we long? Don't be frightful, child. Just keep moving. Let it be, or fight to the death. Your right is my right, and together we can be with each other. Together we fight, 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 and struggle down highways and highways, miles and miles. Why do we care? It's that emotion that keeps us running and fighting. Don't be tired now. It's way too early yet. Don't be stupid, my love. Just give it a moment. Time will pass. Time will let it all pass. And at the end of everything, even if we're at the bottom, who or what did we lose besides each other? Believe that love can conquer all. See, that love holds true. All right, so episode 9, I think that was a good piece. I remember trying to evolve and trying to change, and remembering that, the more things change, the more things stay the same. And that's great, because I was just now at that moment in time, kind of understanding that the leaves will change colors year over year. The music will continue to go through my wires, through my headphones. Music is so therapeutic. The waves crashing, the currents go 24/7. So again, the more things change, the more things stay the same. And when that happens, how do we leave our mark? How do we create those memories? How do we do something that goes above and beyond that normal scope and that normal day-to-day and really have a lasting impression? So that's what this was about. And it was very moving at the time, and just not frustrating, but just wanting to leave my mark in that world. So there it is. I liked it. And so as I was trying to make those memories and trying to figure out what my mark was, I was also in high school. I'm, thinking about senior year now and post-prom and spending all day at the bowling alley. We're at Washington Lanes there. And I remember the Global, I remember the games, I remember the putt-putt. I just remember all sorts of fun things. And I was hanging out. I was with all my friends there. We had these pillows there. And I remember my girlfriend thinking I was super silly at the time for coming up with this, but I wanted to say, how do I sign these pillows without just saying AJ, AJ, Anthony J, Anthony Joseph? Like, how do I leave my mark? How's my signature? I want it to be fun. I want it to be different. I want to be cool, right? And who doesn't want to be cool? I mean, especially in high school, right? And I decided to come up with this piece of cheese and a sailboat. Now, I'll give you a picture of what that actually looked like on a pillow. But that is the logo today, and I'm super, 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 super excited about it. I have a Stories with AJ logo, and I hope you're just as excited as I am. So it's fantastic. I'm so, so happy to have it. And that actually, one of my friends, Whitney Kempton, she's the one that created it. I'm going to try to tag her here maybe, or here. I'll get better at editing, I promise. But I came to Whitney and I said, imagine it's 2004. Nothing makes sense. Britney Spears has her own movie. Like, come on, let's just think outside the box here. Like, it doesn't have to be smart. It doesn't have to be like super like stiff. Doesn't have to be very, it doesn't even have to make sense. It's a piece of cheese and a sailboat. And for years and years and years, I've never even seen it in color. And so for it to come up and be my logo, I want you to remember and be inspired that, not everything has to make sense. I mean, you be you, and if it makes you happy, then that's all that really matters. I'm sure there's those that maybe even see the logo and like, that's it? That was your thought? But yes, absolutely, that's my logo. It's mine now. And I just created another memory because now my friend Whitney has created it. And so I'm super excited about that, and I hope you are too. But it's fantastic. And so Whitney, she was like my little sister. She, like, I always tried to protect her and be like a bigger brother, with her boyfriends. I tried to be like, very stern and try to be the overprotective, big brother. Even though she had a hockey playing big brother, I guess I tried to play in there too. And so I just always wanted to wish her the best and make her feel comfortable and safe. And so that's, of course, it was always my goal. And she had a dog named Calypso who also loved me. Didn't love guys in general, but Calypso freaking loved me. And when I mean loved me, she really did. I remember in AIT, as we're writing letters back and forth, at one point in time I had shaved my head completely bald. And I looked like a goofball. Believe me, I will probably not be doing that anytime soon. But me with my big old melon font, right? With my big old melon, I remember Whitney had actually taken that picture and taped it right above Calypso's dog bowl because it made Calypso feel better. So that was a fantastic dog. I absolutely miss that dog. But those were the kind of friendships that we had. And I remember just drinking coffee and watching movies, and it was a good time back then. Just younger, less responsibilities, a little bit more fun. But nowadays, I mean, today is okay too, and I'm alright with that. So it's all good. Just thankful of all those memories that I have. Not to get totally off topic, but I gave her that night. Again, I'm like, it's prom night, it's high school, nothing makes sense, so bring it to life. And she did. So I thank you so much for that. It's been fantastic. And one of the key takeaways for me as a writer and maybe an inspiration kind of a guy, it was fourth grade, and my teacher, Mrs. Kopek, she was a very big fan of creativity, right? And she wanted us to read these very imaginative books, and she wanted us to color, she wanted us to write and have a journal and do all these things. And I remember she said, look guys, if you're gonna do anything, you gotta promise me this. And we're like, what's that, Mrs. Kopek? And she says, don't ever lose your creativity, because it's the hardest thing to get back. And it hit me. It hit me right here. Like, I had doodled and I had drew little stories and I had my journal, but wow, if I forget how to be creative, I'll have a hard time getting it back. That doesn't sound like fun, so I'll just go ahead and keep my creativity forever. So I continued to write and draw and doodle and all these things for the rest of my life until today, even as I write my little notes over my songs and my poems and my stories. It's fun because it's me and it's my imagination and it's everything. It's the wheels going in here. So it's been a fantastic ride. I'm so glad that she said that and influenced me not to lose my creativity, my imagination, because I want to imagine who I would be today if I didn't. But even if I didn't, even if I lost it, you know what? I think we are who we are, and at the core, who you want to be will stand out if you let it. So don't ever lose focus and don't ever lose sight of that, okay? I wanted to be a fun, creative guy in the world, and guess what? Here I am. So, and I'm here with you, so that's all right. I think together we're going to change the world, because you know what? It only takes one person to make a difference. So imagine these 2 people, 3 people, 4 people together. We're going to do great things. So I encourage you to always continue to do great things. And stay tuned for next week, episode 10. If I can get this recorded, I'm going to be hanging out with my buddy Ricardo, and we got a very emotional roller coaster. So tune in next week to find out what that's all about. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, guys.